Man, you got a fucking porn star up there talking to you niggas about fucking pipe therapy and what he gonna be doing.
Man, I done got so caught up listening to some of these streams and getting caught up. Y'all know it's a whole lot of action and activities going on in the Black YouTube sector. So I got caught up, man. I fell behind everything that I was trying to get done before I started this one. So I think I'm gonna just keep it basic, put out the information that I have today, and then we'll move forward. Let me see real quick. Got to give you my premise. So I was listening to, I think this is a Patreon only, but it says Ramil Amir, March 10th, 2020 was the day Jessica X became your spokesperson. And co-founder of the B1 Network, Taz Exclusives, is going in on some old material, bringing it back to light. And this weekend has been one of those weekends where, you know, people are digging in the crates, finding content, making that content relevant again. So it's pretty interesting seeing how the timing came together for all of this. Another element of this interesting weekend, it's been a fighters weekend, and I saw a couple of YouTube brawls spin out between, you know, some of the old Manosphere 2.0. One of the founders of the Manosphere, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I've known him for about 25 years, maybe coming up on 26 or 27 now. He's one of the co-founders of the Black Manosphere, or the Negro Manosphere as it was conceived. And then likewise, there's the Manosphere 3.0. So they're going through a bit of a fallout. One of their main P-files, and we'll just use that term going forward, the P-files. One of their main P-files has an attitude with the injection of women into the Manosphere space. And so he went on his rant. Another one of the, I don't know if he's actually a P-file, but he is one of those Manosphere type dudes, fake red pill, whatever it might be. The one who actually helped build up a white woman inside of the Manosphere space. Fantasia, we also am 16, or the Navy weirdo. That dude is on a tirade against another one of those Black content creators. What's his damn name? I can never forget his name. Logic Spear, or Logic Spear, something like that. He talks about crypto and like that, and he used to be a part of one of those male associations that talked about trucks and shit. So talked about tech or things like that. So there's been a whole lot. On top of that, the founder did a hell of a clapback today in two parts. One was, you know, kind of just sitting there in front of the camera talking about the ongoing unresolved issues with the Manosphere 3.0 brothers, as they might call themselves. Let me see. Yeah, it's been a wild weekend though. Nonetheless, you know me, I don't like to just present content without context. And so my perspective is going to be pretty straightforward on this time around. I do just want to present what I will be presenting in my series. Oh shit, I got my little bling blouse in, man. Happy birthday to me, man. Stunning on this bad boy, yeah. Then I got my little polarized lenses. I gotta clean them off though, because I'll be working so late. Sometimes I'll be needing that blue light to kind of offset it. I wake up in the morning with migraines and all type of shit like that. But yeah, what we'll come to find is that it is necessary for it's necessary for us, your big bros, to actually go in against some of this other Manosphere rhetoric. And we just colloquially call it the Manosphere rhetoric, but it really is a summation of all of these, you know, self-destructive for the man, and then destructive for the Black male image, destructive for even the relationships that we would like to see develop between, you know, the young men coming up, the 16s to 24, 16s to 25. So getting out of high school, starting to feel and smell themselves, and then all the way through college, if that's the choice that they took, or even through the military. And then as they get towards that, hey, I got my first job, here's what I'm doing, you know, that prime era. And right now there's a battle going on. So sisters like Eagle and Nyla says, they can understand that there is a real spiritual battle. Even a Black woman's sphere, there's a real spiritual battle going on that is pulling, that is ripping our young boys and our young girls. A lot of it still may be fueled by the hip hop culture, but it's pulling them towards the rape culture and away from the stand up, let's make significant impacts with our lives type of Black folks as they continue to mature. And with that, one of the primary drivers of that energy is going to be that sexual tension between the genders. Some call it a gender war, but it's how do we inform that sexual tension? How do we mold that sexual tension of the next generation that they may be even better and more aware and more sensitive to each other's needs than we have been to each other, right? So the battle is not won yet. We still know that we have a battle for media. It's been a wild weekend. And as your big brother, B1 Brother Moses, who just turned 39, pop my little hoodie collar like that, man, ain't no fake collar, pop my hoodie collar. I just want to say that I got some content that I will be delivering on this subject matter coming up a bit later. And I want to lay out the premise for the content that I will be delivering on just this quick rollout. So let me get to the actual work that I've been putting in to make sure that this thing goes. And I'm just share the screen as it is, and then we can get to the resolution of this information as we get there. All right, so I'm just going to share it. I'm just going to throw the information out there. It's not put all together in a nice package yet. You know, we still working on it. I'll show you that. I'll show you the deeper ramifications of how intellect actually thinks about this information. And then after that, I'll let you get back to the other side because it's a lot popping right now. So I ain't even going to hold you long. I'm going to just show you a bit of the back end of what I'm doing to make this content, have legs, longevity, something that people should be willing to share as we move forward. So let's get into it. Let me share my screen and then we'll talk about it. My screen that needs to be shared is this one. I need to share my audio because I'll also be bringing in some audio. And then I do want to give my salute to Marshana Clark. Thank you for being first. It pays to be first. I want to give my salute to Tiffany XYZ Dub. That's what's up. I always see and you always show me love, so I appreciate that.
See what I'm saying? So again, like,
that's what it is. West Side till we die. And then
this is your mindset
happy
already.
Birthday. It's all the same to me. It's just celebrating another day out of 365. Sometimes
this is why we do this content.
And let's get to it. So I'm sharing a screen right now. What you'll see is just one of those basic Wondershare, kind of how we edit. How we edit the information that we pull. I actually use this one to edit some of my short, choppy sections. I used it to edit the y'all remember when I was the dude Tyrone for y'all remember I was the dude Tyrone representing what's his name? Sinetter when he was the crackhead. So I came and used this editing software. It takes me 1,000 hours. I promise you, it takes 1,000 hours to master this.
I think that part was
I'm getting used to it right now. So I'm still going through the motions. Like as we see here, we can take the quick clips and then we just load them here. And then once we want to listen to the clips, we just kind of play them from here. And then we can stretch them out if we want to use them and if we want to edit them. So that's what I'm getting used to right now. The primary one that we'll be dealing with for my series, as you know, I'm going hard, and I'm not going to let off the gas when it comes to this topic right here. So I'm just giving you a bit of the preview of the one that I'm working with, and we'll go from there. Now, mind you, this is actually coming from a couple of different sources.
Is he going to include Kevin Samuels in this too?
Which is why I titled it.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't she receive some?
Oh yeah, my bad. It is Taz still on in the background. My bad. Oops.
Or are you just limiting this to the smaller YouTube?
I said at the beginning too. This is what I was listening to.
The bitch is
right
25. And y'all in class.
And it's absolutely what I'm talking about.
Like little fucking kindergarten.
Absolutely what I'm talking about.
We're going to learn today.
We are not letting up off this situation. The black YouTube space it does not have room to allow for this type of people
y'all shut the fuck
and to make splashes and waves without people knowing who is actually
that 25-year-old bitch talk. Y'all shut the fuck up. I've seen it.
300, 400 people that will frequent these places because they do deal in drama. And drama and sports are the number 1 and number 2 genres out across all streaming and even across cable right now. Netflix, Hulu, all of those things. Drama, generalized drama, and then sports are the number 1 and the number 2. Right? And so if they have a sector that's contingent upon driving more drama inside of this hypothetical gender war, then we must know who we're dealing with.
To it at the time.
We must know.
I couldn't go live
so now I wasn't bugging. Y'all know I salute to the founder of the B1 Network. I am B1 Brother Moses, and I am just here to beat the white off these dudes. Hopefully I'll shut down what Taz was saying so that we can get into it. But as you see on the screen, it is what it is. I don't mince no words. I don't hold no punches. This is what I'm talking about. And I do the intellectual side of this argument, but this is exactly who I'm talking about. You still here, Taz? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Say it ain't so. say it ain't so. You still here, Taz? That's crazy. Sure, another part of what was going on today, if you missed it, was talking about Black Manosphere 2.0. Of course, they took it down, but of course, that's my homeboy, so I had the heads up before it even went live. And he might tell me, you know what, Moses, take that down eventually, but it won't come until I get into that sector. I mean, to that section. All right. And so, yeah, you know, we got the boy, we got the boy Taz going in hard. I got to piggyback off of everything that's being said right now. I've always been the one to deliver that message. Look, we're dealing with I call them pornocrats. If you follow B1 Brother Moses for a while, I just labeled them pornocrats. They're not interested in what the politics are. They're not interested in Black reparations. They're not interested in criminal justice reform. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying, raise their voice against, you know, in defiance. They won't raise their voice in defiance of any of those social events where we feel we are slighted as a collective, where Black men have to hold our L's. They won't raise their voice in defiance of any of that. Their primary focus is sexual fantasy. That's their primary focus. And so you'll hear their conversations and the images that they exchange will only speak towards their sexual proclivities. That's it. They will only speak towards their sexual proclivities, what they want, what they desire, what they're not receiving in the form of sexual interactions. And because of that, I call them pornocrats. And so, as we know, we've been dealing with this battle. This struggle is for the identity of those young folks who will come up. We already have enough hip hop influence encouraging them to take the wrong side of this equation. And it's imbalanced. We already know there is no equity, there is no equality when it comes to the women that we love and that we cherish. Our daughters have to grow up in a world where they will always be the perpetual targets of these type of men and their mentality. That mentality will continue to permeate inside of our sectors. YouTube was tied 6% with Netflix. Did anybody know that? It was just released, Bloomberg. YouTube was tied 6% with Netflix. So all the people who watch Netflix versus all of the people who watch YouTube, it was both 6% in the whole makeup of how we get our information today. All right, if you didn't see O'Shea Lives, thanks, Tip. If you didn't see that one, then you'll actually you'll get snippets of it in my recordings as I go forward. But all of this is, again, just to lay the premise of where we're going with this now, because we got information to share. I want to get that dude off the screen. I want to give you another. I can't use the Fox premise because they'll definitely block it. So we'll just go back into what we were doing here. All right, hopefully y'all can hear this as well. I'm going to make it big. This is the first sector that we'll be dealing with. It's in that contrast between the logic sphere and Mr. Fantasia, who I call Fantasia, and others call Mr.
It's in his first thing, bro. It took him 2 minutes just to come up with a fucking like a comment. He fucking holding his head. He rubbing his nose. This nigga's slow, man. But because of the hate, you know, niggas love it.
Mr. Fantastic addressed Wesley Pipes as Mr. Pipes, nigga. Hey, Mr. Wiener. Hey, Mr. Cock. Hey, Mr. Tallywhacker. Yeah, nigga, that's you. We not the same. Hey, Mr.
It's funny when a nigga that want to be funny tries to fucking dismiss a nigga being funny. Bro, I'm a hilarious motherfucker. Okay, I know this. I don't get told this shit on motherfucking YouTube, bro. I told you, but it's me in real life, dog. I'm a fairly comical guy. Okay, am I saying I'm on some Dave Chappelle shit? No, but I'm leaps and bounds above this stupid motherfucker right here, bro. Me saying Mr. Pipes was a clear troll and funny as fuck. It was. You niggas want to turn into some gay shit or whatever, bitch. Send your bitch my way and let's see what happened.
Yeah, man. I meant to
give her some throat lozenges.
The bad language too, but I got caught.
You think Mr. Fantastic is gay? Send your bitch my way and let's see what happens. Hopefully you'll still, you know what I mean, you'll still be useful, you know what I'm saying, to her when she returns to you. But that was funny as fuck. Y'all keep mixing me up with the fucking other nigga, bro. I didn't ask him nothing about his stroke game. I didn't go down the list in the line with whatever the fuck. That was fucking, I always forget this dude, Edward Bailey was his name. That was that nigga. That nigga hopped up on the panel, stayed up on the panel, and did all this other shit. Y'all want to hang that shit to me again, man? Just send your bitch my way. We'll see what happens. Send your bitch to me. Hell, she might be calling me Mr. Pipes, nigga.
Damn. And so what was most interesting about that is that we have the actual information. That is false. And if you listen to the video that I was playing in the background while I came on, we actually prove it with the actual recording from that event. Deeper than that, though, is what the information was referring to. So again, you got another one.
Enunciate words, phrases, syllables, and things like that. You don't even understand what you're doing. How then can you be a thought leader when your brain power is negative 35? Some of you will be better off as an embryo than alive walking down the street.
Oops.
Literally.
Say it again.
I'm not for abortion and all that, but some of y'all, if it would have happened, it would have been better. We're gonna be real.
Y'all know that was my position. I told him from the gate. Even after the Eagle said that, I was like, yeah, I agree, because a lot of these Manosphere dudes, especially the Manosphere 3.0, who I tend to focus on because I don't like them little dudes, and I think they're the closest age range to the young dudes who are closer to my son's age. They're closer to my daughter's age. And so because of them, I don't like Manosphere 3.0. I'm an old dude. I'm damn near 40 now. And so when I start looking at who could be the primary influencers or what message could primarily influence the next generation, I think these are the dudes who are carrying on that legacy of I don't even know what the word to call it. I don't know. I don't want to say dusty, first of all, because I'm not on that page, but I think these are the dudes who are closer to my son's age. They may have more of an influence. I can influence my son in my own house, but once my son leaves the safety of my own house, he carries with him what I've instilled in him, and he has to be able to use that against all of the narratives that are on that schoolyard, against all of the narratives that are in the cafeteria, against all of the narratives that are going through his, his little his chat groups and text groups and all of that. And so I can instill in him as much as I can, but there will also be those influences that are coming from the external sources. And because of that, I have to stay even the more vigilant. And now that I'm in this space where I'm hearing these conversations bounce back and forth between the men and then between the women, and then the boys who are the progenitors of the Manosphere, who are trying to carry the legacy of those Manosphere talking points. I hear these messages bouncing back and forth, and it offends me. I am a father. I don't freaking play that. I'm B1 Brother Moses, and I don't play that shit. And so, like he said, they would have been better off as dead embryos. I said that from the very gate. Degeneracy, that was the word. You saw me stuttering. I was thanks, Tiff. But yeah, there was nothing in my spirit that would allow me to just rest well with these dudes still being in the same spaces. Like if somebody clicked on Eagle, they may get the list of all of the different Black content creators that have, any type of association with the Eagle, and one of these dudes' channels pop up. You feel me? How the algorithms work. If they were looking, they just typed in, somebody told them about other co-founder of the B1 Network, Nyla Says, and so they just typed in Nyla Says, and then boom, they see Nyla Says, and then they see, by default, when they put in Nyla Says, they will start seeing the videos from those dudes who were going in on the co-founder of the B1 Network, Nyla Says. And so in that algorithm, they find all of this hate commentary from people going against Black women, from them. Or they're looking for one of our classic debates, and they're just like, oh, I heard about some debate league that's going on. Let me check it out. Somebody told me to look at, co-founder of the B1 Network, Taz Exclusives. They put it in, boom. Not only will they see Taz Exclusives, but they'll see a list of other people who have made hate commentary against Taz Exclusives, and that'll be them. And that's the message that's being propagated. See, there could be one Taz Exclusive in all of his channels. There could be one Nyla Says in all of her channels. But guess how many others will take up space in that list? How many others will pop up and be an alternative to somebody who's brand new to the space? They have that alternative to click on rather than actually clicking on the actual Taz Exclusives. They won't get his information because like that, what is it? The people who look for the reviews. And so they'll see his channel available, but they'll also look to see, well, what did somebody else say about him? And there's so many other reviews that are negative commentary, hate commentary, that they may be more inclined to follow the messages of those who just reviewed Taz and spread the rumors. They may be more inclined to just review the information where women wanted to dissociate themselves from women empowerment. And so they click one of those channels rather than actually getting it from the source. And so what you see on the screen, once again, this is my homeboy O'Shea Duke Jackson. He goes in quite a bit. I don't even remember what that one was. Okay, let's run this first one.
So, this dude got my number and all types
The
of
source of the Manosphere.
So I'm
1.0
noticing
and 2.0.
I cashed out him $25 and he highlighting everybody else's comments but me talking big shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, niggas feeling some type of way or whatever. All right, it is what it is. Again, listen, I didn't give Ramil, he had a herbal business and all that. I didn't give Ramil free shout outs on my channel. I've done a lot to try to help Ramil personally. Right? I always been solid with Ramil. This is some real nigga shit. I never said nothing disrespectful about Ramil. I'm not even gonna do it now. I'm gonna be a class act because Ramil was somebody I already liked.
Boom. And so I just want y'all to know that it will be coming from the actual sources themselves as I break down this case study. The one that I found most interesting though has to be, I think bro was walking. Must be this one.
I'm having fun doing this roasting, nigga.
I know y'all can't stand goddamn
Niggas don't take
O'Shea
a
Duke
lot.
Jackson.
Niggas enough to even hide something like that.
It's the information that's going to be brought out
Fuck you
though.
niggas. I don't give a fuck about you. Nigga, I will trick with a single mom in the club. And I wouldn't give a fuck. You think you niggas somebody to be scared of? Nigga, I done been tricking live on this channel. Bitcoin, y'all tell him. Nigga, I'll be in the comment section tricking, ready to trick off.
See how he said Bitcoin L?
So y'all not telling nobody nothing new
That's
about
the
me.
triangle that's popping.
But you gonna lie about my sipping? Hold on, bro. I'm being very transparent.
Here, let's do it like that. Hopefully people won't leave if they see me big on the screen.
Now, certain niggas gonna be like, you know everything about me. No, we didn't. Let me tell you how petty I could be. Okay, so you say certain niggas want to say we know transparency all about you. Okay, you know everything about me. Okay.
Watch this. I just want y'all to know that it's coming from the source. Let me take my Bluetooth cools off. I just want y'all to know that this information will be coming from the source. So once again, we've always made these comments. We've always told you that it started off on a Sunday Rumble, where the whole Pedalgate came from, where they started sounding like, a NAMBLA convention. A quote from Sister Irene, where everything went down. The Jason Pope situation in the Sunday Rumble, they sounded like they was defending that dude, trying to exalt the numbers, 600 bodies and black women this, black women that. And so there was a confrontation that happened. And the confrontation happened actually on this brother's, the Manosphere 1.0, 2.0 founders, on his channel, right? And so these other little dudes, the Ramil and the Mr. Fantastic and the rest of those dudes, or Fantasia as I call them, they were the ones who tried to present this argument that was, these are young thoughts, these are young, all of those folks. And so we've been on a helmet for a while. We thought they was dead, but once again, they've resurfaced and they have a little bit of traction going. And so it is still going to be up to us to keep cutting the legs down every time those weeds grow. And so we said it. We showed you that they said it. And so now it's just time to bring out that the actual source of that channel, that platform itself, is actually saying the same thing. So that's 3 different points of clarification. All right. And so let me go on and let him run. Let me let him say it, so that when I go into my deeper dive, my more intellectual breakdown of what's happening in this world, y'all could already say, okay, Moses is speaking facts, because I don't want to include that on my actual information.
So, but niggas didn't know that a certain somebody was dealing with an underage chick. We didn't know that though, right? Okay. See how dusty this can be? You see how niggas want to be exposed? But now check this out. You dealing with single moms, okay? That's a rumor. That's a rumor. Nigga, you got arrested. You got a newspaper article, nigga, about you sexually transporting 17-year-olds. See, what you said about, these niggas talking about me, that's a rumor, nigga. You got your whole face, nigga. You got curly fried braids, nigga. This is what I don't understand about you black niggas. So, nigga, you all in the motherfucking, your whole name out there, nigga. Whole name out there. You got curly fried little Ricky Williams crispy braids in your head, nigga. Turn to the motherfucking side. You selling motherfucking 17-year-olds down the track on the internet, motherfucker.
All right, so that's enough. I just wanted to make sure y'all heard that. Y'all got it from all sources. I don't think there's too much more that I can do. I've said it. I've played it. Done it time and time again.
Your mind up. Y'all niggas on some bipolar whole shit. Y'all got to make your mind up, bro. You go co-sign it one day, then you go not fuck with it the next. Again, bro, I know it's hot. This is motherfucker bitch season. Bro, in my 2 years of being in fucking black YouTube, y'all fucking with the bitches 1 month, y'all not fucking with the bitches next month. And I can't believe y'all listen to Hood Urkel, one of the most sipping, caping ass niggas. Ask Hood Urkel about fucking what was that bitch name that lied on Game Changer, that gave motherfucking shit, one of the biggest fucking pushers of Game Changer being involved in some, you know, some child activities or whatever the fuck, right? Or predator shit. Or what's that bitch name? Oh, Cocaine Kills. Ask motherfucking Hood Urkel about that bitch.
This was last night. Once again, confirming the same thing that we've been telling y'all. That Game Changer dude, when they told him about that case, everybody just tried to sweep it under the rug. They act like we're not talking about real people, which is why I don't like going into certain spaces, because they act like we're not talking directly to real people on these online back and forths. They think that it's nonsense. Why are you even addressing these dudes? No. Ain't no stopping, ain't no breaks. And you see, there might be one more, I think, that he said that was just like, man, this takes the cake. There's nothing else that we actually need to say. So I played the one from Taz when they were on the interview with the pornocrat dude, or the porn star, black male porn star. Y'all can check that one out. That was,
you know what I'm saying? All the streams that were ever done, all the shit that was ever talked, I could have got over all that shit. I ain't never get over March 11th. Never. I ain't never got over March 11th, and I never will. So that just led to April 1st. Niggas thought they won. And that whole time, motherfuckers didn't think that this documentation would ever matter.
And that's the premise. All right, so this documentation will ever matter. So what I want to do right now, you know, I've already done the Black Men of Fear space. I've already done the breaking down the sentence of the tenets of SYSBM, Save Yourself Black Men. And so my next project that I'll be working on is right here. I'll give the preface for it, and then I'm gonna let y'all get back to it, because I know it's hot out here in these YouTube streets. So much information being transferred back and forth that we gotta break it down in bite-sized pieces. So let me take this from the current slideshow, and then let me tell y'all what we talking about here.